What's up, mates? How we all doing? Alright, we got another Jubilee video here today. We're going to be reacting to another gaming Jubilee video. Alright, it's got do all pro gamers think the same. Okay, so we're going to watch the video and we're going to see if we react the same. I mean, maybe I'm not a pro gamer, but definitely gamer. Alright, so let's see if we think the same way.
I don't think gaming is anti-women. Like, no guy is saying, oh, you can't play online today because you're a woman.
I don't think it's anti-women,
No.
but I think there's just a lot more shit they have to deal with.
Yes, 100%.
Zapping, fighting.
You go on gaming when you're a girl and everyone's like, oh my god, there's a girl in here. Oh, it's a lobby. Oh my god, this girl. Oh my god.
Away, it's
Every
a
time.
way of our society saying it's okay to shoot.
Well, what you are probably wondering is it turning their brains to
memories.
mush?
No, shut up.
Professional, competitive video gaming. Players who play 10 or 12 hours a day to become the best in the world.
225.
Man, I would wish.
Life-changing amount of money.
My name is Austin Itu. I'm 20 years old and I play Fortnite professionally. I won the first really big Fortnite tournament. It set the speed for the rest of the scene.
Not
My
bad.
name is Benita Novshadian. I'm 27 years old. My favorite part about gaming is literally just winning. I'm a very competitive person.
Benita just 4K'd us.
My name is Hugo, I'm 33, and I play
Watch
Super
out.
Smash Brothers for Dignitas. So I just played as a kid, and I just had a ton of fun with it, but I always
No
wanted to
way.
be better than other people at it.
I didn't know Super Smash Bros was a thing. Oh man, I would kick at that. Oh yeah, I'd be so keen.
I'm Ariana Gamboa. I'm 19 years old and I play Halo competitively. It is my passion and
Okay,
girls can also
okay, alright.
One misconception is how much
Fortnite.
work people actually put in. There's a lot that goes into it.
A lot of people, have negative stigmas, playing games, doing nothing with his life.
Fucking.
Rather, it can be quite a healthy outlet, and people really build futures out of gaming.
Oh no, what did you just do, bro? What was that? Nah.
I like energy drinks.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you give me a second to think about this? This is like, okay.
Jeez, come on, bro. Is this a gamer question though?
I only like energy drinks with
Hold up. I like energy drinks. I reckon I'd put it with like the slightly agree. I'm not crazy about them, but I
alcohol?
definitely drink them.
Does that affect your gameplay?
Well, I don't drink when I'm playing.
Oh,
No, yeah.
I was
Hey,
like,
that's a shout though.
I definitely acknowledge the health risk that some energy drinks have, but for me, I mean, sometimes I'm playing in 4-hour sessions, just non-stop, having to play at the top of my game, and it helps out a lot.
I hella need it sometimes, and for the purpose of actually performing, I think it's great. I don't drink it at all on my off time because I felt like I was using it as a crutch. Oh, I don't have my energy, I can't compete. And at a certain point, I was like, that's pretty sad. Like, I need to be training and then trust that, not the energy drink.
Yeah, you don't want to rely on it, ever.
Yeah, maybe I'll just...
Gaming culture is misogynistic.
Not gonna lie, I need a definition of that word.
You need a definition.
Yeah, what is misogynistic?
Like anti-women.
Anti what?
Women.
Oh, okay.
Or anti-female.
Gotcha.
Nice, bro.
3,
You did it. You killed it.
2,
I didn't know what it meant either, but we won't say that.
everyone has that experience when they're in a gaming lobby, and well, probably us females probably experience this more. As soon as we speak, we get called fat, we get called all these ugly names, and that is still something I deal with today, as I did 10, 15 years ago.
I thought it'd be around and be like,
It's
oh,
definitely
just check it out, oh my
a
god.
terrible thing to experience.
Jeez.
I have a girlfriend that streams though, so I feel like I've gotten more open-minded about it and understanding, and I can definitely understand the obstacles like females have to go through. It's pretty tough from people just saying dumb shit or saying you're bad, saying you shouldn't compete.
Men sometimes hear those things too, but they don't hear it because they're men.
Right.
They hear it because of whatever, like the internet wants to hate on some random shit.
It's like we have to prove ourselves more.
Exactly. That's the big difference.
I agree with
I'm
that.
a competitor. Like, I don't care about what my gender is, how much I weigh. I don't care about any of that. Like,
fortunately, you
if
may
I'm
not,
good enough, like,
but a lot
then
of people
I'm good
do.
enough. Like, I just don't really believe in the.
I think it's more so them giving us a chance or seeing that we're actually
But I think
good
the
enough.
skill speaks for itself. No guy is saying, yeah, you cannot
this
get on
chick's
the computer because
freaking
you're a woman.
taking out whole teams.
No guy is saying, like, oh, you can't play online today because you're a woman.
I kind of disagree with that, and like I do agree that the skill speaks for itself. While anyone can typically play any game they want and become good. The environment makes it so that it's much harder to succeed as a woman than it is as a man. There's no doubt that the experience will be different.
Oh yeah, the
different
experience
groups
is
of people.
different, but I don't think gaming is anti-women.
I don't think it's anti-women, but I think there's
definitely
just
harsh
a
on
lot
women,
more
for
shit
sure.
they have to deal with.
Hey, a
So,
lot more
like,
shit.
Back then,
Perfect word.
arcades and the first like home consoles, girls and video games just weren't a thing. You know, it was like a boys only club. Anytime a girl was like interested in video games, guys would be like, oh, you know, just go play makeup or go back to the kitchen or something.
Go
you
make
know.
a sandwich.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
It was so
she's got
dumb.
that line
And,
way too often.
You know, as years gone by, gaming culture has advanced, right, and it's become more accessible and diverse. Unfortunately, there's still, you know, some people out there that still treat it like it's the 90s.
Yeah.
Video games
Who's that?
encourage violence. 3, 2, 1, go.
Not really. No. It's the people themselves.
I don't know, because there's proof.
Wow, I just want to like kind of not be the odd one out.
So the only reason I want to stay a little bit here is because anyone remembers Columbine. Like, they were inspired by video games, but like, it's just all mental health at the end of the day.
I just think anyone who has those kinds of issues is going to find that inspiration from any kind of
Yeah,
medium, including
not just gaming.
movies, including
There's
games,
movies,
including
there's
books. I even
freaking
think the dialogue
books. There's-
where
say
you
something
know,
else,
we
please.
act like that's causing it is kind of harmful for
Movies.
society in general.
I think it's definitely like using video games as like a scapegoat, in my opinion. Like it's definitely more of a mental health issue.
For real, video games and violence, fake news. It's a myth. You know, there's even music, rock and roll, drugs, sex, and rock and roll. And
They blamed
rap.
rock once, and then they blamed rap, and then
exactly, man. Like
You're
I was
blaming
listening
People are
to
just
some-
always looking for something to blame.
I think on the opposite side of that spectrum, video games could even be pointed to the thing where it could be used as an outlet for the people that have those kind of urges and thoughts. And
100%,
like
my
an
man.
escape, right?
100%.
Exactly.
It's an escape for many
exactly. It's a
people.
whole other world. But I think on the underlying issue of that, I
whole
think that
new
really
world.
comes with like the parenting. I mean, if
No
you're
idea
having
where that
those
comes
kind of
from.
thoughts in general,
No idea.
I mean, there's so many of us that play video games that don't have those kind of thoughts. How would it? It's like you said, it's just a scapegoat. It's annoying.
Competitive gaming
This guy's pretty chilling.
is just
It's
as
on the old.
demanding as physical sport. 3, 2, 1, go.
Somewhat agree. No, I wouldn't say
For
strongly agree.
traditional sports, you have to push your body to such lengths to be able to do those physical feats, to be the best, to be whatever. I just don't think that it's as hard.
Your mind,
I
though.
agree. I'm usually like sitting on my computer for almost 10 to 12 hours a day. Physically, I'm not doing anything near an NFL or NBA player is doing.
I don't play basketball, but I don't think that they're working on like frames per second kinds of levels of reaction and speed.
But then, you know, not all sports are as intensive as like football and like soccer and UFC.
We're probably all thinking basketball, football.
Yeah, that,
like-
because it's the mainstream stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Because there's
I think
also
that's what the question was, no?
yeah, there's also
no,
like
no, but there's also golf. There's also like
bowling, darts, you know. And I think gaming esports is like as demanding as those, if not beyond that.
Trash talk.
He makes a valid point.
Part of the fun. 3,
Yes.
2, 1.
I mean, if you have never seen any of my videos, that's all they are. Hey, just talking
It's hella fun.
shit.
It's competition, you know. You're trying to get everyone riled up. You're trying to throw everyone
Yeah,
off their
100%.
game.
He's
You'll
waiting for this one, yeah.
you spit some words.
You know, once people start taking like life problems and weight and try to like find stuff up on you, that's where it gets petty and it's childish. But trash talking is super fun. I do it a lot on stream, you know.
I mean, I love trash talking people. It's so fun. If you're doing it in good fun, then I think that trash talk is essential to any
My
video
man.
game, honestly.
builds up hype, yeah. Like,
Even if I die
What about
or if they
essential?
die, my
But-
go-to is you're trash. Like that's probably my go-to.
I think I call people dog shit idiots a lot.
I say dog shit way
Dog
too much.
shit idiots.
I always call people virgins, but I always say like you're a fucking virgin, but I only say it on the mic because then you can you can understand my tone and it's not that serious. But I would never like type something like that.
actually, I have a whole like diss track about me, like
Smart.
on YouTube. Yeah. And then my friend just wrote one back. So there's just like, and then everyone's hyped about it. Everyone just, yeah.
My family is
Sick,
skeptical
sure.
of my career. 3,
Yes.
2,
100% they would be. 100%. I agree with
I'll
these two.
start because I guess I'm a little older. Back then, it wasn't ever a career. Now it's so different. Like if I were to tell my parents, like, yeah, hey, I have a 401k from gaming. Like I have health insurance. I have everything. Just like a regular job with like a bachelor's degree or whatnot.
So I'm a little bit younger, and my parents were always super supportive.
I have no idea how old he was.
Football and sports when I was in like 7th grade, and I just really started gaming. Even after high school, my dad gave me a whole year to try to do something with it. Started making some money.
That's pretty sick.
And it just took off from there.
That's
so
decent.
My parents were very good about it, and it makes me feel proud.
I mean, my parents did a very similar thing, and after I graduated high school, I asked for a chance. I was like, hey, could I have just a year? I want to really see if I can make this work. I want to pursue my dreams, and I won the tournament that we both popped off in.
Yeah.
And if this was 3 years ago, I'd say I'd be over there saying that they'd be skeptical. They don't know, but my dad's always been supportive of me, and I'm thankful for that.
During high school, there wasn't really money in it yet.
Hey, watch out, because my man at the back beat you in Fortnite,
nah,
bro.
That doesn't sound like a good idea. You're kind of throwing your life away. So then I got a regular career, and then when my friends started making money in video games, I was like, what the fuck am I still doing here? They saw how much happier I was doing this versus that, and they knew I was capable of that. Now they're like watching on stream together, like they're showing up to some live events here and there.
My mom is very, very supportive of what I do, but I was living with my grandparents for a while, and they actually kicked me out and were charging me rent because they didn't see live streaming or competing in video games as an actual job. So I moved back in with my mom, and I got to quit that job, and now I'm living my dream. So
I don't have much family. I just have my mom right now, and she's an immigrant and very old school, so you can imagine how she feels about it. She always said, you're wasting your time. I didn't work so hard to make a family here just so you can play video games. You should make something of yourself.
And then he goes,
but ultimately,
boom, new house.
As long as I was happy with my life and I became successful in my own definition, then she was okay with it as well. But she still hates gaming.
Yeah. Where are your parents from?
My mother's from the Philippines and my father's from India.
Okay. My parents are Hispanic. They definitely weren't about it initially, too. They'll understand it when they see the money.
Yeah. It sucks, though. Like, you have to make money for people to realize it's actually a career.
Yeah, you show them a paycheck, they're like, oh yeah,
okay.
this is legit.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
How many questions are there in this, man? Oh, fucking hell.
2, 1, go.
41, so it depends on what you guys define as good living. I live in Silicon Valley in the Bay Area. The highest cost of living ever. This competitive gaming career I have, it's a side hustle. If I just did any one of those by itself, I would not make it.
I used to live in a trailer with my dad in Ohio, so I understand the struggle. I used to sleep on the mattress, on a floor.
Guys are making bank.
Gaming, I started streaming. I started, getting a lot of attention in tournaments. I was making a lot of money there. I mean, now I live in a really nice part of California, rent-free with my girlfriend, and there's a lot of money to be made in gaming, whether it's streaming,
Screw this.
YouTube,
I need to start gaming, man. Let's get to it.
Sponsorships, the World Cup that was 30 million. There's just
ridiculous numbers.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I'm not on strongly agree is because it's so unreliable and inconsistent, in my opinion, which is something you have to worry about. And you don't know if you're even going to place top 8. Most of the time, tournament payouts can take months.
I'd say I make a really good living. I think that Fortnite has given me a lot of opportunities. I mean, the viewership and the tournament prize winnings alone is ridiculous. I mean, I'm getting way too much money for just playing video games, to be honest.
I think it really depends on the game you're playing.
Yeah, I play Smash, and Nintendo does not give a shit about us. So, I still make enough to, I have a car, I have a roof over my head, I got 401k, I got, I'm fine, but I'm not making, fuck you money, you know what I mean? I'm not making Fortnite money, and so for me personally, that's just the life of the game that I chose.
True.
If you're playing Fortnite, you pick the right one.
I'm sponsored. I have benefits. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I love what I do.
Sponsorships,
and I not only win money from tournaments, but I'm also contracted. So.
I'd point out that maybe our definitions of good living are different. I mean, me and Aiden especially, I know that we come from not particularly the best living. I mean, I used to live in Louisiana back in middle of nowhere where nobody would even know where I am. My salary right now is way more than enough to make a good living off of it. But then again, it depends on the area you live in. If you're living over there, I mean,
yeah, if I lived in Kansas, I'd be filthy rich. Filthy rich. I'd be making it right now.
I found deeper relationships through gaming than
I'd say I've made some of my best
dunno.
friends ever. And even if the game is done, we've already built a
I've
bond
had
past
friends,
that, where now
and
we're
they've
just friends, and none of
grown
all these
bigger
connections
relationships
and
through gaming.
things that have gone on wouldn't exist anymore unless I played this game.
You know, back in high school, I was like really nervous to talk to like ladies, and I never had a girlfriend in high school. And then after high school, I met my girlfriend I currently live with. So I think one thing too is people online are way more open than in person. Like you feel a lot more comfortable.
Never in my life would I think through just gaming. You could meet people that you can call your brothers and sisters for life. Like I have those. Like I would die for these people. We live around the country. I was like, do you guys want to go to Canada? They're like, sure. And we just had the time of our life. And I just met them online through gaming or at a tournament.
I agree with you guys. I mean, gaming has led me to a bunch of events like TwitchCon, all these things, even this, where I meet people, and that's built those relationships. And I think that gaming, I mean, I've met everybody through that now that I'm thinking about it. It's pretty cool. Nice to meet you.
It's pretty sick. Alright, there you go. That's it. They made some good points, to be honest. I don't know if I agree with them all. But, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to become a gamer. So, catch you, mate. See you later.